Welcome back, and let's continue with our lesson. So we were working on scientific notation, and we were converting big numbers or very small numbers to scientific notation. But now we are going to expand the following scientific notation numbers. We are given the number in scientific notation, and we need to take it back to that very big number or that very small number. Let's see how we can do that. Remember, what is important here is this exponent. And that exponent, the number that is there, which is a 6 in this case, and the fact that it is positive or negative. Remember, for us to get that positive 6, we had moved to the right. So it means that this number was in the placeholders that are in the left, and it moved all the way to the right. So now we need to reverse this process and go back. And for us to go back, we are moving to the left. So what does this mean? It means that we are going to have 1, and we are going to have our 2 and our 3 and our 4. But how do we find out which placeholder is there? We need to make sure that our numbers have shifted 6 places to the left. So we already have 1, 2, and 3, and then we continue that to have 4 and 5 and 6. So that means that our number, this 1,234 multiplied by 10 to the exponent 6, it becomes, when we expand it, 1,234,000. And remember, a million does have 6 placeholders behind it, so that makes perfect sense. I hope you are understanding this. Let's see when we are working with a negative exponent. So I have there 5 multiplied by 10 to the exponent negative 1. Now again, for us to get that negative 1, we had originally shifted to the left. So now we need to go back. It means that when we have this 5 in the ones position, it needs to go back. And for it to go back, it goes to the right. So that means that how many spaces does it go to the right? Only 1. So we have our 1s there, and we are going to have our comma there. But if you want to connect this with our exponential laws that we were working with, do you remember how to work with a negative exponent? Yes, that will become 5, and that 10 will go to the denominator, and our exponent will be positive. And 5 divided by 10 is the same as 0,5. Let's move on to the next one. So this next one, we have 2,01 multiplied by 10 to the exponent negative 2. So what does this mean for us? This means that our 2, that is now in the ones position, is going to shift back to the right. So it is going to shift 2 spaces to the right, and that is where it is going to be. So our answer is going to be 0,0201. And that is our answer if our number is written in non-scientific notation. Let's calculate the following without using a calculator. So those are very big numbers, but with scientific notation, everything becomes easier. We have there 3 billion multiplied by 50,000. The first thing you can do is to first change them to scientific notation. So this is going to be 3 multiplied by 10. Do you know what the exponent is going to be there? Is it going to be positive or negative? What do you think? Let's see. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And because we are moving to the right, it's going to be a positive 9. Now we are multiplying that with 5 multiplied by 10 to the exponent. Yes, you are correct. It is to the exponent 4. So how can we calculate that easier for us? Remember, multiplication is commutative, so we can move the numbers around or swap them around. That can become 3 multiplied by 5 multiplied by 10 to the exponent 9 multiplied by 10 to the exponent 4. So we already know that 3 multiplied by 5 is 15. And now we are going to multiply that with 10 exponent 9 and 10 exponent 4. So remember, when bases are the same, we are going to add the exponents. Those are one of the exponent laws. So this means that we are going to say 9 plus 4, and that is 10 exponent 13. So, but is that number in scientific notation? No, it is not. Because remember, numbers that are in scientific notation, the decimal has to be between 1 and 10 or equals to 1, but smaller than 10. So what does this mean? This means that this is going to be equals to 1,5 multiplied by 10. What happened there? I just shifted the one position or one placeholder to the right, which means we need to add to our exponents because we are moving to the right. We are adding, and that will be our final answer. So let's go to the next one, and we are going to now multiply those very small numbers. But again, scientific notation makes it easier for us. Let us write this first factor as a scientific notation. That is 4 multiplied by 10, and we are shifting to the left. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we are shifting 4 spaces to the right, and that is going to, to the left. And because we are shifting to the left, it's going to be a negative exponent. Then we have here the first number that is not 0, and that's the number that we are going to shift, and that is going to be 1,5 multiplied by, can you see how many times we are going to shift that 1 into the 1's position? Yes, you are correct. That is going to be multiplied by 10 to the exponent negative 8. And negative because we are shifting to the left. So what is that going to become? We are going to multiply the 4 with the 1,5. Remember, that is just saying 1,5 plus 1,5 plus 1,5 plus 1,5, and that gives us an answer of 6. So we are going to say 6 multiplied by 10, but now because they have the same base, we are going to add the exponents. So that is a negative 4 plus a negative 8, and that will give us a negative 12, and that will be our answer. Let's move on to our application questions. So we are going to simplify the following. Remember, 25 is 5 squared, and we still have that exponent 2, multiplied by 10 is 2 multiplied by 5, and that is the exponent negative 6, and we have 2 exponent 6. When we apply our exponential laws, that is 5 exponent 4, multiplied by 2 exponent negative 6, multiplied by 5 exponent negative 6, multiplied by 2 exponent 6. What are we supposed to do here? We are supposed to look for the bases that are the same because we have powers that are being multiplied. So we have 5, and I'm going to say 4 plus negative 6 multiplied by 2, and we are going to have negative 6 plus 6. What answer do we have there? Yes, we are going to have 5 to the exponent negative 2 multiplied by 2 to the exponent 0. And when we have a negative exponent, we can make it a fraction. So that is 1 divided by 25. And any number to the exponent 0 is 1. So our answer there is 1 divided by 25. Did you also get 1 divided by 25? Well done if you did. Let's quickly go to an ad break, and then we'll see you just now.